I take from the wilderness, and one day it'll take me in return.
Howdy folks, Buller at 66, back again with another possibility of something that you might want to see me play. I don't know. I'm going to go ahead and create me a character here, play a little bit, and I've already played a little bit already, and just get an idea how the game plays and all. But I'm going to go ahead and make a new character for you, and I'm thinking about the Ranger, but this witch looks kind of interesting.
Had they not taken my home with fire,
the bad thing is you can't choose between male or female.
Now I'm banished to Rayclast.
Whatever you see, that's what you get. They also have the Shadow, which to me would be like a rogue.
Silence a big mouth, get a big pain, and no one is going to
You got
be the
a
wise.
duelist.
He had it coming. Was I supposed to bear such insults with an action simply
Marauder
because
looks
of his
pretty
hard
tough.
I'm a warrior. I was born to fight, raised to defend my tribe.
But you know, those big
Now,
guys like that,
I have been taken
sometimes
from
they're a
my
little
people,
slow.
chained and exiled by cowards who fear death.
And you have a Templar, which I would say he's a magic user.
I would have died for my Templar brothers, every single one.
And they all have a story about how they got here. Basically what this is they were all exiled to this land. And I think I'm going to go ahead and go with the Ranger. Go ahead and get started. That way you can see the gameplay and you can decide if you want to see this game played or not. And it's an older game. It took them 7 years to make this game. And it's really not that bad. So I need to come up with a name that might not be taken. So let's see. How about...
Clap me in irons and haul me like cargo into exile. No matter.
How about Range Rat? Oh, I just got to stick with Rat. You know what I'm saying.
My freedom and my bow. That's all I need.
And it's already taken. How about if we put 2 R's in there? There we go. It's Ranger Rat. Figured Ranger Rat would have been taken before Rat. That's why I chose that one first, but that's alright. So we kind of wake up on this beach. I forgot I have to click it before she'll actually get up. And we'll go ahead and grab our crude bow.
We're all that made it. They dumped 24 of us exiles off that ship. Guess that makes us the lucky ones. Luckier than this poor bastard beside me, at any rate. Splinter sticking out of me? Missed all the important bits. I saw smoke at those ruins up the beach. Go get some help. And on my chest...
Alright, so that shows you what happened to some of the people that washed up on this shore. Now, what I just picked up, let me go to my inventory here. Most of everything has sockets. And you have these different things you can put in those sockets. So this one will give us Burning Arrow. Fires an arrow that deals fire damage to its target. Increased chance of igniting it. So that works out real well. We get this right from the start instead of having to wait a while. Start off with a couple of life flasks and a mana flask. Now the way to make that fire thing work, of course, is your right click instead of left click. Left click for a regular arrow, right click for a fire arrow. So let's go ahead and look around here, and there are all kinds of things here on this island that you have to battle just to get to a town. They did make a town. I don't know how long she's been on this island, but obviously these other people have been here for a little while. And each time you pick up something that you don't already have equipped, like a hat or armor or anything like that, it automatically puts it on you. It's kind of funny that I hit him in the arm and it did no damage to him whatsoever. Okay, let's go ahead and continue on and see what we find up this way. Another hat, so we'll have to check and see which one's better here in a moment. Scroll of Wisdoms are always good. That's pretty much the currency in this game. They don't have money. You don't get gold or anything like that. You pay for things with scrolls and with orbs and stuff such as that. Very different way of purchasing things. What I'd like to know, though, is where did all that stuff come from? I mean, storyline-wise, where would stuff like that have come from to begin with? I really have no clue. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and back up just a little bit so we don't get anything else come at us, and I want to find out if any of this stuff is... Like, see if this is better than the one I've already got on, and it is... Double blue. Now, you don't get very many blue stuff at all. That's one thing I found on my other play. And I only went just a little ways, but you always get offered green and red gems, but never a blue. Not once have I found a blue. And I've tried 2 different characters.
I'm still breathing. That's a good sign.
Alright, so we leveled up. Another Scroll of Wisdom, that's good. Now, Scroll of Wisdom also is, if you played Diablo or anything, it's a Scroll of Identify. They could just call it a Scroll of Wisdom on this game. I wasn't sure if I had killed those already or if they were all gonna just pop up. Kinda like that one did. It's like he was bored and was just laying down and decided to pop up as I show up. Alright. We're almost to the town, I think. We should be, at least. And here's another thing. That gem that I put in to the bow, it also levels up. So you have to, it comes up right here and you can level up that gem. I guess maybe it does a little bit more damage or something when you do that. I have no clue. Real soon now we're going to have one hell of a battle. I'm surprised I'm still able to pick things up. As many things as I've picked up, you only have a very limited inventory space. These creatures, crab-like things, whatever you want to call those, they shoot things out their ass at you. Kind of an interesting concept. The creatures
That would only slow me
shit
down.
on you. Okay, now I've filled up my inventory now, which is no big deal, because if we wanted to come back out here after we went to town and sold some items, it'd be no big deal to come out and do that. Oh, yeah, we're real close to town, because there is Hillock. That is the boss of this area. about every area has a boss you end up fighting. And I am running out of mana. And the good thing about these mana in this game, it recharges as you kill things. Same way with the life potions. And this guy regenerates health too, so you can't just keep running and running for any length of time to build things up. So that's what makes it good about this mana and the life recharging. Because you have to be able to get away from him. And if you had to run away and wait for everything to recharge normally, his health would all come back up. Okay, I need to get that conductive quiver, so I'm going to take something out of my inventory. Probably this right here. Pick this quiver up. Can I use it yet? It's unidentified, so we're going to identify it real quick. Adds lightning damage and 1 mana gained on a kill, so we're definitely going to use that. And we're going to pick this shield up. Now we can't pick this one up because it is 4 spaces deep, but we can pick something else up. How about if we grab that and the club? And we are 1 space away from being able to pick up these boots. And I've already got boots on, so I can't just throw it in there. So let's go ahead and head into town. I don't see any reason to come back this way to pick up any of that small stuff. It wasn't enough to... If it was a full load of stuff, it might be worth it.
I've seen you before, back in Aurea, running like a frightened rabbit from my father and his gamekeepers. Fleet as a fox you were, even with that leg of prized venison over your shoulder. And from what I saw you do to Hillock, you've grown even faster since then. I'm Nessa, and I suppose I should thank you for ridding us of that putrid giant. I hope your speed never fails you, Ranger. It's all that stands between you and death here in Rayclast. Lionel's watch isn't much, but it's ours. We could use you here, while you live. But should you wish to venture out, do just one thing for me. Out on the coast, amongst the wrecks, there must be a ship's medicine chest. I have many to care for, and there's only so much I can do with herbs and seawater.
So let's go ahead and sell so we can show you just how this stuff works. Now I'm not sure, I would assume it would be that Templar that uses a wand, possibly the witch. I'm going to hold on to that, only because it is a rare item, and if you put things in your stash, your other characters can get to it too, just like in Diablo 3. So let's take a look over here, 3 to 10, but we also have this gem in it, which we can put in neither one. Actually, we can't put in either one of them. So we're going to go ahead and keep that bow, and we're going to sell these two. Get rid of all these swords. This wand is nothing. Club, glass shank. Iron greaves of 6. Both those are 6. That one's got a green and red, which is good because that's what you get mostly is green and red. As you'll see what he offers here real soon. It's a green, that's green and red. Okay, we'll do it this way. And that is a shield. I don't use a shield, so otherwise I'd probably hold on to that. So as you see up here at the top, what she's offering is scrolls of wisdom, scroll fragments, which it takes 5 of those scroll fragments to make a scroll of wisdom, and alteration shard, which takes 20 of those to make an orb of alteration, which is really good to have later on in the game because it makes alterations to your equipment. So we're going to go ahead and accept that offer. Go to the stash. You can see that I already have some stuff previously, and I think it would almost be worth it to swap those bows. I've already have a green in there, and I've got a green in here. And what is that green? That green is the same thing, I think. Burning arrow. I don't know if it stacks. But what's nice is you can take these gems out. Hold on. Right-click it, and you can take it out. So what I think... For now, I'm just going to go ahead and leave that one to where it's at. You see, I've got other stuff that... the skinning knife I kept... just in case I did, like, that roguish character. I'm going to go ahead and drop these down here. I want to put this wand in here, just in case I go ahead and make a character that uses that wand. Which I'm thinking about doing. I'd like to go through each one of them and find out how they are.
Ranger, relegated to rot in Ray class. That's the first line of the poem I'm writing about you, Exile. Easy go. You could skewer a bloke with a look like that. The name's Beston, captain of the good ship Merry Gold. Alas, my Merry Gold is gone. My crew is gone. But my wits remain. After a fashion. There's an island, a hop, skip and a wade offshore of the terraces. That's where my Merry Gold ran aground. Watched the locals spit roast the ship's doctor, but his medicine chest might still be there, amongst the splinters and bones. It'd have everything Nessa might need. Dr. Shaky Hands Opton was lousy with a scalpel and even worse with a saw, but he knew his apothecary. Explains the shaky hands, if you ask me.
This guy really has nothing to offer but information and quests. But this guy over here...
Fine work with Hillock. Where'd you learn to fight like that? No, don't tell me. We exiles have no history. Dominus took it from us the moment his blackguards dumped us in the water out there. Just live or die now. Here, have one of these. And no need to thank me. I'm thinking of myself and the others here. The longer we fighters live, the longer everyone lives.
Now you see that he's given nothing but green. Now, other times he'll have green and red orbs, but I have to make a decision now. And I'm really thinking that it might be a good idea to take this one here. And you can also purchase items from him too. All the bows seem to do the same damage. Well, that one does a little more. Looks like +2 on the top end to the physical damage, plus you get mana gained on kill. But you got all these things you can buy. It's got 3 pages worth of stuff. And let's see, I'm already wearing just about everything but a belt. And I don't know that he has belts. However,
Hello.
Nessa does. It's going to take 2 scrolls of wisdom for some of these belts. And I need to figure out which one I want to use. Now that takes an orb of transmutation, which I don't have. It looks like 23% is the highest of the physical damage, but let's see what these here's got. Energy shield. Now that's really good to have as well. It's +13, +15. And no, we ain't gonna be able to use that. What do they want for these? 'Cause they don't have any of the bigger ones here, so it don't really matter. I think I want to get that, so I'm going to go ahead and buy it. And they take away 2 of the scrolls of wisdom. Now what I want to show you here is the skill points. I am going to pan out and let you see how big this really gets. That is huge. And you start off right here. at least for this class, here's where you start. And all of it comes off of dexterity. Now, other classes, you might have things that branch off from dexterity and strength, or you might have things that branch off from dexterity and intelligence, or any combination of the three. Like here's another starting point. It comes off of dexterity and strength, and there's another starting point that comes off of might be strength and intelligence. It all depends on what you start off as to where you actually start there and what your main attributes are. And being an archer, dexterity is where it's at. So we got attack speed, we got evasion and life. I'm going to go for the attack speed. Let's see what kind of stuff is down over here and what we could do, because then you got accuracy. This can branch you off into different areas. Intelligence is not needed, so you may or may not go up that way unless you look farther and see if there's something that you really want to use. Now you can see that this circle here is all about the archer. This one, the duelist, I would believe. This one would be that roguelike shadow, and this one possibly, maybe this is the duelist. This might be Marauder. I don't know for sure. Anyway, you want to gravitate towards where it's going to benefit you the most. And I think I'm going to take. Oh man, big decisions here. I can go with evasion and life or attack speed. I'm going to go attack speed. That way I can go towards accuracy and more dexterity over here. So now I apply that point, get out of that screen, and we can look on our quest. And we want to go on the Mercy mission because we just finished the enemy at the gate. Mercy mission shows that you're going to have to go down here. It'll light up where your quest needs to take you, but as you see, we have to go through another area to get there. So we're just going to go out the back door. The back door or the front door. It's the opposite side of where we had been already.
I've not seen a wilderness like this before. There'll be some dark days ahead.
And I just thought of something I wanted to do. I wanted to change bows. And there's a reason for that. Let me go do that real quick. I want to go ahead and change to this other bow. Let me take this, let me take this gem out of here. We're actually going to sell that bow. And we're going to bring this one over. I think. Oh, requires level 5. Never mind, we're not going to do that yet. We're going to go ahead and put this gem in there, because when we get it, we're going to use it. So once we hit level 5, we'll come back and get this bow. What it's going to do is, that is going to fire like 3 arrows, and all of them are going to have the fire damage. I didn't realize that was a level 5, so I just made a big mistake of going back in there. But the only way to find out is to go do it. Now the boss in this area is going to be really hard to get rid of. Because it rains fire down on you, as you will see. And it's as if they never run out of mana. Ever. Whereas myself, I do. Okay, so there's nothing else down there. To start off with, I always pick up just about everything I can, because for one thing, the white items, when you sell those, they give you those fragments of scrolls, and blue items gives you stuff towards your
My mana is gone.
Orbs of alterations and augmentations and stuff like that. So, one thing to keep in mind. There's another scroll of wisdom. That's good. We'll go ahead and pick up everything here. I want to see about that mana flask and see if that is any bigger than what we already have. Let me move this one over. It won't let me. Okay. Go to inventory. That was the one I picked up. So let's just move it over. Keep our mana over on that side. Our health over here. There's going to be something eventually that I can get that I can put right here. Which is going to be for speed. And I don't know that we'll get to that in this video for sure or not. But I'm going to go ahead and heal up all the way. Just in case we get to that fire bitch sooner than what
The worms will have to wait a bit longer for this meal.
expecting. Throwing rocks at me and see what we got over here. May not actually lead anywhere, which it don't. And this is an MMO, so you will see chat going on and things that people selling, just like any other MMO. There's always people, you know, want to buys, want to sells, all of that. Go get that scroll of wisdom. Had another level up, but I don't have the time right now while I'm in a battle to do that. There she is. There's that pain in the butt. Hello, you. And I don't know if she regenerates health like that last boss did. But she seems to take forever to kill. I want to make sure I get rid of a lot of the small stuff around here first before I'm actually attacking her. Because I need to concentrate on her a lot. Okay, so we'll go ahead and hit both mana and health. Get out of the fire. And she has noticed me. There she is. Alright, so here goes the big fight. Gotta keep moving because she does not let up. There, got her. Obviously she does not regenerate like the other boss does.
My mana is gone.
Alright, so hopefully we can pick up all these blue items.
That would only slow me
Nope,
down.
I can't. So I need to open my inventory and see what I can replace. Drop the shabby jerkin for this. Identify it. And it is not really better than that, but it does have the 2 life regeneration per second. Requires 17 intelligence, which we do not have. Let's go ahead and identify these gloves, which is a lot better than what we already had. So we'll swap those. Okay, now we have one portal scroll. It's debatable whether I should use that to go back or if I should walk back. But you know what I think I'm going to do? I'm going to see about clearing this whole area here. Maybe find an item that takes just one item space wide. Let's see if this ring is worth anything to use. Where did it go? Oh, it went on me already. Okay, plus 21 to maximum mana. That is good. We'll use that, that's for sure. There was nothing up here. Was there anything I didn't pick up back here? No, I guess not. Alright, so I'm going to go down here to where it drops down to the next level. And without going down there, wait, we got some other stuff over here to kill. Maybe they'll drop something. And then again, maybe not. What about the barrels? Anything good in there? Of course not. Alright, there's the way down. So we're going to go ahead and use that portal scroll. Head back and sell some stuff.
Hello.
Alright, so we got the... no, I don't want to hold on to that for any reason. Looks like we'll be selling everything. And we get 2 scrolls of wisdom and 1 scroll fragment. That's good. Go ahead and do our skill point, and we want to put that on accuracy. We'll do dexterity next, or maybe even attack speed or projectile damage. We want to go over here to this and get that one eventually. So we're either going to have to go around that way or this way, get that, and then we can come back and fill the other side. So let's go ahead and I almost hit the wrong X. That would not be good. That would kick me right out of the game, which would also kick off my recording. And looks like somebody's had a baby since they've been on the island. Yeah. Okay, now we better go back out to the portal instead of going out that door. Now, every so often you find these weathered carvings, and basically it gives you a little story about what's going on the island, basically. I don't really listen to them because they're long, kind of boring. But if you're into the lore of the game, that might be something that you would want to do. I'm more into the action of the game myself. Now, early on in the game, I go ahead and pick up these white items, but later on, I don't waste my space in my inventory on them because you're going to get a lot of magical stuff later on in the game. But you want to have these scrolls of identifies and collect as many as you can. Well, scroll of wisdom is what they call them in this. Get as many of those as you can. Okay, there's the way down to that next level, but there's got to be more stuff up here. And there is. And I've always been one to finish a level off to get as much stuff as you can, because you know that one item that you miss might be one that's really going to change your game. It might just give you that one edge, and if you don't go down there and check it out, you won't have it. So I put another video up yesterday, was it? I think. Well, it all depends on when you're watching this. It would have been a day or two before this video, and I just wanted to get an idea if people wanted to, which one they wanted to see between the two, because I could play either one. The other one is, can't think of the name of it, but if you just check out my recent uploads, it is an MMO, almost like a combination of Warcraft, World of Warcraft, Diablo 3, and another MMO that I can't think of offhand. More like maybe Final Fantasy 14. It's like they took a bunch of those popular MMOs, you know, Neverwinter, EverQuest, all those different ones, and took little things from each one of them and put them into one game. It is a fun game. I'll have to look and put it in the description of what it was so you can look for it and decide between these two games which would you like to see me do a Let's Play of. And I can restart either one of them with a different character. Whatever it is you would like for me to do, I would gladly do that. Or I can just from what I had in the video, I
That would
could
only slow me down.
start with that same character or same type of character and just get myself to the point where I was in that game and then show you from there. I don't have any more portal scrolls. I'm hoping to find a waypoint out here, but I don't remember if there's one on this island or not. We're looking for the medicine chest here. And I just realized I'm going to have space for that medicine chest. So something's going to come out of my inventory anyway. So either way, I'm going to be coming back here to pick up stuff. Because there's a lot of things that's going to drop from this boss besides the medicine chest. As you can tell, I really need a boost on my attack speed, and that's what I'm going to be going for here soon. Definitely want that orb of augmentation. That is also used as currency, or you can use it for what it's intended for.
That would only slow me down.
Well, I didn't mean to pick it up. Shut up. Oh, hello, creepy things. How are you against fire? wasn't bad, I guess. So we have a lot of things to come back and get. Where is that boss dude? He must be on the... a little further in. That growed a whole bunch of them. Alright. Potion time.
That would only slow me down.
Can't even take a small mana flask. That means I'm really full of stuff. Okay. There he is. Move, move, move. When I tell you to move, you move. Ouch. Get away from me. Keeping an eye on everything. I've turned into stone. No, no, no. Well, damn. And no, waypoint won't take me out there, so we might as well sell things while we're here.
Can I help?
He turned me into stone, which actually he froze me. Throws a cast ice spear. I wasn't expecting that at all. Sell all this stuff and get more of these scrolls of wisdom. And I think I'm going to go with attack speed instead of projectile damage right now. Apply those points. I think when we get back there, he's going to be full health. Because we got a long way to go to get there. I can level up that gem. And I'm pretty much closing in on about 45 minutes. So once I get what I'm after here, oops, and get back into town, that's going to be pretty much the end of it for today. And hopefully y'all will let me know in the comments if you want to see more of this game or not. Usually on my very first go through of a game, I will go a little longer than what I might normally do. I know that I've had quite a few of them that's an hour long. In fact, my final battle on Van Helsing is almost an hour long. But that was because that fight took that long. That was a long battle and I had to figure out just how to do it. So I'm not going to pick up the white stuff right now. I'm going to wait and see what drops when I kill this guy. I'm going to do my best not to let him get the better of me this time. And he's not full health, so there we go. We got our medicine chest. We'll pick up everything that's right here that we can. And I'm going to continue around this way of the island. I should go right on back to town and finish that particular part of it, but I hate to leave things unfinished. I can always come back here and pick up as much stuff as I can. Now there is a second weapon slot, which will allow you to pick up like a shield and a sword or something like that you can place in that slot just long enough to get
That
back.
would only slow me down.
And sell them, but I don't really use that. I'm hoping there's a waypoint on this island, but somehow I think there's not. You know, there was a lower section of that beach that... No, that's just where that boat was. Never mind. Maybe chests or something on the other side of the boat, but I'm not going to worry about it at this time. Could pick that up. That's good.
That would only slow me down.
Yeah, I don't even have a single width slot available. Still can't pick up any of that. I was hoping maybe it would drop more portals or scrolls. I wanted a portal scroll, because if I could portal scroll from here, that'd be great. I wouldn't have to run all the way back here to get some of this extra stuff to sell. I think what I'll do is I am not going to play this character. That way I can use this one if you all decide that this is what you want to see. So let's head on back to town real quick. Actually, let me look in my inventory and just see. No, just scrolls of wisdom, no portals. Okay. Head back to town and turn this one in, because I want to see if there is more things that he offers for bringing that back. And yeah, this is going to go a little long. I think we're at about 50 minutes right now, so hopefully you don't mind that it's a little longer on trying to show you a game that is a possibility. If you all decide that you want to see more of it, let me know. This came out in like 2011, but it was 7 years in the making, and I think they did a pretty good job on it. There's certain things I think they could have done better, but that's that case in every game you play. There's something that they could have done better.
A medicine chest. This means more to us than you can know. There are some who wouldn't have lasted the night without it. Take this. In return for the knowledge that one can do more than suffer and raycast. You and Tarkley, you give us something better than serums and salt. You give us hope.
Okay, there's what I was saying that I would put in that middle slot. The Quicksilver Flask, it increases your movement speed. So I'm going to go ahead and put that there. Maybe I have to do that. Nope, I have to take that other one out first. Or I have to be out of this screen entirely. I got more Scrolls of Wisdoms than I think I've ever had at one time. Sell everything. One thing I have found out is, or kind of figured out, is that you don't have to be a particular class to use certain items unless it has certain attributes, like, you know, you have to have so much in dexterity or so much in intelligence or so much in strength. That's the only time you can't use it. But you can be like the Shadow, that is more like a rogue, and you can equip a bow. Or as a archer, you can have as your second weapon dual blades. you don't have to be a particular class to use particular things. I kind of like that idea as well. Let's go to our inventory, and I'm going to put that up there. In your options, one thing that's really good to do is, it's not already set up. You want to have this show full descriptions on and always highlight. I think show full descriptions is already there, but if that's not checked, when something is on the ground, it'll actually show you everything about it, so you can decide if you want to pick it up to begin with. And this one here, it highlights the fact that they're even there. Otherwise, when you first start the game, it's not checked, and you don't know that certain things have dropped unless you happen to see it. And things like the rings, unless you hear the ding of it landing on the ground, or the amulets, or some of the scrolls, you're not going to know they're there unless you have this checked to always highlight. So you want to make sure you go to the options, UI, always highlight. And it's your choice whether you want to have the show full descriptions on there or not. You can also turn off some of this chat, which is good if you want to just play it yourself, not worry about what other people are saying.
So, you managed to salvage Shaky Hand's druggery. Nicely done. Nessa will put it to good use. More than that benumbed quack Optin ever did. Here, have one of these.
Now we get the red. Now this is for a melee class, which I'm not, but if I was, you could put that into one of your weapons, and it would help you in dual wielding. So there you have that. I would, as an archer, most of my stuff is going to be in the green. However, this QWERT down here, if you have different things, like say you put a red item that does something that doesn't have to do with the weapons itself, you could put that into the vest, and whatever it does will show up down here, and you can use it from your QWERT. But I'm going to just look now and see if there's something I want. This fire trap is not a weapon item. Let's see, do I have greens? Yes, I do. I can put that in my hat if I wanted to do that. Detonate Dead is another one I could do. It explodes an unused corpse, dealing fire and physical damage to nearby enemies. I think I want to take the poison arrow and leave that right there. Now, does this guy have something too? Yes, he does.
Animals don't seem to rise up after death the same as people do here. So if they aren't raising themselves, what's doing it for them? The answer's in that fetid pool near the mudflats. I know the place stinks to high heaven, but so does the idea of a flock of overactive bird carcasses hungry for a bit of living meat. Clear the place out and deal to whatever's raising those birds, and we'd be in your debt.
So he just gave you the next quest of what you need to do. You need to go to the fetid pool. I think you have to go through another area which does have quests before you even get to the fetid pool and fetid pool, as he said it. But you'll come across that stuff as you go. In fact, you'll kill a certain thing, and he'll say go to town and talk to dude, and then he'll actually give you another quest that gets before you get to the fetid pool. However, right now I'm going to go ahead and end this here, and that's where I am going to totally stop the game. I'm not going to continue on and play on this character, because if you guys decide that you want to watch this one, this is the character I'll be using. So for now, just please leave in the comments if you'd like to see this game or the other one, which I'm going to put down in the description the name of the other game, so that you know what to look for and decide between those two what you'd like to see. I think I put that video up yesterday. If not, both of these will go up the same day, and then you will be able to make your decision. But for now, everyone, have a wonderful day, evening, afternoon, whatever it is while you're watching this video, and I will see you all on the next one, whichever one you decide I'm going to play next.